Now, y'all know I love a good album rollout, and Cardi B might take the cake for the best album rollout of the year, in my opinion. You feel me? Now, I love Clip's album rollout. I love Tyler's rollout, even though it was short. I like what Drake is trying to do with his Iceman rollout. I love a good rollout. But Cardi B is doing something I don't see enough people doing, and that's being front-facing, being out there with the people. You feel me? Like, and all of these little, like, funny videos she's doing are actually really important to how Cardi B blew up into the person she is. She was one of the first artists that was taking advantage of going lives and being reachable to her fan base. She's always on spaces and stuff. Now she's doing in-store appearances, the meet and greets. And she says she's going to take a picture with everyone who shows up with a physical copy of her album or purchases a physical copy of her album at the meet and greet. She's taking a picture with every single person at every single stop. That's the word she gave. You feel me? That's going to allow her album sales to increase, but she's very marketable. You feel me? She makes herself very available for her fan base. You feel me? And even though in jest she's doing this like, oh, I'm selling my albums out on the streets. You feel me? I need to help me get these album sales. And she's doing the shit on the train. That's all fun. Like, that's all fun marketing. You feel me? And it makes people feel her. I see people retweeting it like, yo, I don't even listen to Cardi B and I'm buying the album just because, like, she's making me laugh. Like, she's making me want the album. Like, people love this marketing she's doing. This is how you roll out an album. This is the effort it takes. It's not only about having money to put money into, like, Instagram marketing and Instagram promotions and TikTok promotions and YouTube promotions and Facebook marketing promotions and stuff. That's only going to get you so far. If you could build fan bases and be physically available or virtually available to your fan bases and do meet and greets and take pictures with the people and be out in the streets and be willing to talk to people and be on Union Square train station platforms and shit like that. Like, a lot of people not willing to do that. You feel me? They not. This is a really great marketing campaign by Cardi B, man. I'm excited to listen to her album. Did you buy the album? Are you excited to listen to the album? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, I'm out of here. You shit me.
Did Cardi B make a mistake by waiting 7 years to release her sophomore album? If I were thinking about any other artist, I would likely say yes. But when I think about Cardi B, I am so tempted to say no for two reasons. First and foremost, in this era of streaming and listening, there is simply no way to recreate the success of Invasion of Privacy. Our listening habits just have changed so much. We are consuming music at such a faster rate, and we are consuming in such segmented ways. Breaking through to the mainstream is harder than ever right now for all artists, big or small, unless you're Beyonce. And while most people judge success off of charts, I think we're well past that being the metric for judging the success of anything at this point. But number two, I simply think Cardi needed a break. When I look back over her career and all that she's done, she did a lot in those years leading up to and right after Invasion of Privacy. She went straight from her Vine era to being on Love and Hip Hop. And while on Love and Hip Hop, releasing Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1 and Volume 2. The success of Bodak Yellow, which is her first Diamond Certified single. And then immediately releasing Invasion of Privacy, which gave her 2 more Diamond Certified singles. And even when she wasn't making music, she was turning out look after look on every red carpet she had the chance, becoming the true fashion it girl of a moment. Plus, she also kept us entertained and fed, unfortunately, with all the back and forth between her and Offset and her responding to random people on the internet. I truly think the 7 years were needed to recharge and re-energize in at least one department of her life. That plus her being a mother of 3 now, I think things just are different. Not only for her, but for everyone. And so when I'm going into this album, what I'm wanting and what I'm wishing is that we truly see Cardi B's growth as an artist. We see her taking more sonic risks. We see how much her lyricism has or hasn't improved, and we evaluate Am I the Drama based on those things and not just chart success. Because again, trying to recreate the success of Invasion of Privacy just is a setup. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Cardi B is coming in too late with Am I the Drama, or do you think it's right on time? And how excited are you for it?
Cardi B is getting dragged right now for including 2 5-year-old songs on her new album. Was this a terrible, desperate move, or was this a smart move? So 7 years after the release of her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B has announced her sophomore album, Am I the Drama, coming out on September 19th. The album has 23 tracks, including the song Up from 2021 and WAP, which is even older, from 2020. This means that the album already has 2 #1 hits and has sold over 1.5 million units in the US alone. A lot of people are criticizing Cardi for this, saying that this is pure chart desperation because it's one thing to include a song that's a year old on a new album, but 4 and 5 years old, like, these songs are pretty old. Now, was this a move just to get the album more streams and certifications? Yes. But the only way I would see this as a problem is if the album only had like 10 songs and 2 of them were WAP and Up. But excluding Up and WAP, Cardi is giving us 21 new songs, which in my opinion is the perfect amount considering she waited so long to drop it. And it's not like Up and WAP being at the end will make the listening experience any worse because you hear all the new songs first. So these are basically just bonus tracks. If anything, it just fits well with the title, Am I the Drama? Because she knew people would be pressed at this. In fact, she should have added the song Press to this album just to piss people off even more. I cannot wait for this album, but let me know what you guys think and make sure to follow me for more.
Is Cardi B teasing her sophomore album?
Yes, she was.
Yesterday, Cardi B let us know that she had an announcement to make today. And lo and behold, she just revealed her new project called Am I the Drama, coming out September 19th. This is very exciting because the last time we saw an album from her was in 2018 when she released Invasion of Privacy. And although she has released a lot of music since then, a whole new project is definitely something to look forward to. So let us know your thoughts on this down in the comments below.
J.R. Thomas, sounds and breakdowns. Gonna jump straight into it because I'm late for the gym. Cardi B's Enough, Miami. It's a bop. Like I said, it would be doing the snippet. So what's next? I'm gonna repeat. Cardi B's Enough is a bop. So what's next? Where's the album? The video was cute. It was simple. You know, she had different looks. One of the looks remind me of Left Eye. The short look with the chinchilla jacket reminds me of Lil' Kim. Okay. Cute visual. Where's the album? I'm at the point in the era of giving Cardi B a little bit of tough love because we're overdue for an album. Yes, the single is cute. It's a bop. But where's the album?
It has been like 6 years since Cardi B dropped Invasion of Privacy, and just recently she announced she is dropping a brand new album titled Am I the Drama on September 19th, and people got a lot to say about it, so let's talk about it. Listen, I'm not an artist. I don't know how rollouts work. I don't work for an artist team, so every opinion I express here is just based on my personal experience and enjoyment as a fan. First of all, I need to disclose that I was actually a fan of Invasion of Privacy when it came out. It was one of my top 3 most played albums when it came out back in 2018. So personally, I am looking forward to new Cardi music because it's been a while. But my first question is, did she really have to announce the album so early? Like, this shit is coming out in September and she announced it in June. I don't even have time to be excited for this. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna actually start thinking about the album release until about mid to late August because there's so much other stuff coming down the pipeline in July and August, and that's where my attention is gonna go. So I'm just gonna put a pin in that September 19th release date because it's too early. Secondly, people are kind of ridiculing her for putting songs that are 4 or 5 years old on the album, including WAP and Up, and we know that those songs are huge. They racked so much streams, they were so popular, and people are feeling like she only put them on the album to boost her streams and sales. She's not really the first artist to do this. Other artists have put older songs on their album, and she has come out and said that, you know, she wants those songs to have a home because people have searched up WAP and Up on Invasion and Privacy when really they're just singles. But apparently, Am I the Drama is already the 9th most streamed album of the decade because of those huge songs. But some people also noticed that she didn't put songs like Bongos or Hot Shit on the album, and people are under the impression she didn't because those songs didn't perform as well as the other ones. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a sticky topic to cover. Do I think she put those songs on the albums to boost the streams? Of course. And you would probably do it too if that means your album would be more successful. But no matter the artist, is that really ethical? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of layers to this, so let me know what you think.
Cardi B is really out here marketing her album on a budget that feels like it's $0, and it's the funniest thing. Well, first she slapped her court-based pictures on her deluxe album and started selling them. Then she started selling them outside with Sage.
$9.99. These are $15 right here. $20. $9.99 for the little one.
And she's continuing to play into this. She announced a meet and greet.
The new budget is $50. Due to the fact that the budget is $50 for my album, I have to go on the road and sell these CDs and vinyls myself. So I'm here to tell you that I might be going to your city next week, starting Friday. So these are the dates and these are the cities that
She is going to 6 different cities, and all you gotta do is purchase a $10 CD to go. Sometimes you don't need a big budget, sometimes you just need to have a big personality.
Cardi B actually wrote the bars on her new song.
Y'all hoes look cheap, that shit don't cost much.
No ghostwriter, who this? Okay, Cardi. And here are the best bars on it. Whatever you was gonna pay her, you gotta double it. Glory hole. Bitches don't know who they fucking with. I can't explain that more, because if you know, you know. But you also know that algorithm gonna be like, I can't go too into detail with that one, but that was a bar. Cardi said, summer, cheeks out. Winter, it's minks out. I buy grown man watches and make them take the links out. She coming for the female rappers and the male rappers. She like, I got the same watch. Name it. Who got it? I got it. I like this bar. Y'all hoes look cheap. That shit don't cost much. I'm a star, but I smack you. Don't get starstruck. And I'm enjoying these bars so much more, knowing that this came from Cardi's pen. She flexing what she got in her closet, and she flexing what she got in her brain. I checked the writing credits. The only people who were on it are the people who were credited on Jay-Z's song Imaginary Players, a song she sampled. And I loved how she addressed how some of the other female rap fan bases always want to be like, Cardi flop, her new song flop. She said, my flop and your flop is not the same. If you did my numbers, y'all would pop champagne. If I did your numbers, I would hop out a plane. Talk your shit, Marty. Birthday at Carbone, to me, that's Olive Garden. A nigga couldn't take me there. That's y'all department. This one hurt a little bit. I remember a dude taking me to Applebee's for my birthday and his car got declined. So yeah, at that time, I was not fucking with somebody who was even Carbone level. I know Carbone somewhere like.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
I like this bar. These bitches is nuts. Bitches is ball sacks. And behind my back, bitches be tight like bra straps. Hey, a bar is a bar. A bar is a bar. So I had to go back today and listen to Jay-Z's Imaginary Players, because you know it came out when I was 5 years old, so I ain't heard it. Hip-hop heads be expecting you to have heard every song that has ever come out forever. But yeah, I went back, I did my research, and I'm like, oh, she is paying homage to that song. It's not just a little sample. Like, she basically flow for flow matching it. Even the talking parts. Because when I heard Cardi talking on the track, I was like, I like how she talking in between.
You bitches don't even know the difference between vintage and archive.
And then when I listen to Jay-Z's, I'm like, oh, that's why she did it.
I gotta be like the pioneer to this shit, you know? I was popping that Chris Dow and a lot of y'all niggas thought it was big and shit.
Overall, this song is a great song for the album. I was listening to this and then Outside played right after, and I was like, oh, got me all hyped. Like, I'm like, oh, she giving us levels to this album. So this not just gonna be an album all about breakups and her crying over Offset and being like, fuck it, I'm single again. Like, nah. She's giving us levels, and I appreciate it.
In the words of Beyonce, she come in. After 7 years, Cardi B has announced her sophomore album. We have a title, we have a stunning artwork, and we have a release date. And I love the way she gave us an announcement to announce an announcement. One thing about Cardi and her team, when they're ready to be active, they understand the assignment. The album is titled Am I the Drama? Expected to be released September 19th, giving us space for 1 or 2 more singles. What has been a consistent theme is crows. According to my research, crows signify transformation, wisdom, as well as death. And if you know what she's been through over the last couple of years, one of the main events is her divorce. I have never been married, God willing one day, but one thing that I've heard people that go through divorce say is it feels like a death. I am excited to hear what will be the difference between Invasion of Privacy and Am I the Drama. What will be explored? Like I said, yeah, she's going for a divorce, but she's back outside like she said in her recent single, Outside. I look forward to hearing the sounds that will be explored, the collaborators. It seems as though she and Kalani have hinted that there's another collaboration. If you know about Invasion of Privacy, we know about Ring. You don't hit my line no more. Oh, you don't make it real. Are you done? That is a banger. They ate that up, and it makes so much sense if they was to collaborate again. I can't lie, I would even bring my podcast back just to have a chat with Cardi B, because I would love to have an honest conversation with her, going into the theme of this era, how it has felt transitioning from invasion of privacy to Am I the Drama, the nerves, the self-doubt, if she wants to, the divorce child, the inspiration for this album, the buzz singles. I think it would be a great chat. I'm just putting that out there. But let me know your thoughts on the artwork, the announcement. Are you anticipating this album? Me personally, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Can y'all believe that Cardi B's debut studio album dropped 6 years ago today? Invasion of Privacy was released on April 6, 2018. It went on to win Best Rap Album at the 2019 Grammys, where we got Cardi in this iconic vintage Mugler look. The album skyrocketed the Love and Hip Hop star to global fame. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Its track list, of course, included Bodak Yellow, the lead single. It was the second ever solo single by a female rapper to reach #1 on the Billboard charts. After its release, Cardi became the first female rapper to have a solo single certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America, meaning that it sold more than 10 million units. Some other unforgettable tracks on the album are Bartier Cardi featuring 21 Savage, I Like It featuring Bad Bunny and J Balvin, Drip, of course, featuring Migos, Moneybag, and I Do featuring SZA. Invasion of Privacy is an unapologetic record that defined the 2010s and became an ultimate fan favorite. Cardi, we need the follow-up! Please, when is the sophomore album coming? In the meantime, y'all can let us know your favorite Invasion of Privacy track in the comments to celebrate its anniversary. And stay a while, follow us at OKPlayer for more content like this.
This announcement came too early. So Cardi B just announced her sophomore album, Am I the Drama? And it comes as a shock. This is her first album in 7 years. But from a Rolling Stone report in May, the album was delayed due to features, which tells me Cardi's taken her time to perfect this album, and that we just need to be patient. The title of the album is quite fitting at this stage of Cardi's career, as she recently split from her husband Offset, and now in another high-profile relationship. And we can't forget about the numerous social media feuds. During the album announcement trailer, I couldn't help but notice the crows. I think Cardi using crows as a motif is an indicator of transformation, hinting at Cardi's personal evolution. 7 years is a long time for Cardi to reclaim her throne as the best female rapper. But unlike other artists who take a long break, Cardi has updated us through every step of her life, just not musically. Personally, if Cardi wants to follow the success of her debut, she needs to go on a generational single run, because the latest track, Outside, was not it. Do you think Cardi can reclaim her title?